and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys. Now, of course, after a phenomenal win that it was in our final pre-season game, 6-0, what I hope was that we could have a week of positivity, the week of really good feelings amongst the fan base, and of course, we still can, but just before that, let's just discuss the news, because over the past 24 hours there have been so many different reports basically claiming that Barça could actually take legal action against Frenkie de Jong and also 3 other Barcelona players in principle because of contracts handed out by Bartomeu. Now, we are going to be discussing whether those contract renewals were indeed criminal. That's what's being discussed, and like I say, it's something that we have to cover, although honestly, guys, it really does sadden me, because Barca right now, according to multiple sources in the Catalan media, claim that the club have found signs of criminality in the 4 contract renewals that were handed out by Bartomeu in October 2020. Now, we have spoken about these renewals before. You all know the ones that I'm talking about there. Frenkie de Jong renewed until 2026, Stegen renewed until 2025, Pique until 2024, and Clement Lenglet until 2026. Now, we have discussed these renewals before because for a long time now, I know many of you guys too, I found them very, very suspicious, because this was a time, let's not forget, when Bartomeu knew that his time was up. He knew that he was going to resign, that he was going to be forced out, basically, as the president of Barca. The pressure was really mounting on him, but just before he went, he said, okay, I am going to renew 4 players, multi-year deals, massive wage increases, but he wrapped it all up by saying, oh, because of COVID, because of what's happening right now, there are going to be actually some salary reductions in there. What we're going to do, we're going to alter these players' wages, and he made us all think that it was for the good of the club. Well, what if I told you now the reports that are coming out today says that in that current season, 18 million euros was indeed saved. But in the years to follow, as per those contract renewals, Barca would have to pay out 311 million euros more. So yes, Bartomeu saving 18 million in what was his final year in office, but then basically signing away money that we knew we wouldn't have. He knew that we wouldn't have that money in the future because of the mess that he's put us in. 311 million euros more, and that is why now Barca are looking at this and saying, okay, that is criminal, and it is. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Everything that Bartomeu did, you have to look at it under a microscope, because there's so many things, so many murky details surrounding pretty much every decision that he made as president of Barca. And what's happening now, especially in the case of Frenkie de Jong, of course, there's lots of rumours about him leaving, lots of rumours there about maybe adjusting his salary, but Barca now have actually said, okay, maybe as a last resort, we might actually take this here to the prosecutor's office. We might actually here look at the evidence that we have, whatever they found in those contract renewals, and they may take that to court. It is an ugly situation. It's gotten very, very messy. I don't enjoy talking about this. I don't enjoy talking about legal action against our own players, but this is what Bartomeu did. Even now, all of these years later, we're still talking about this man. It boils my blood. But there it is, guys. That is what is happening. That's what the club are doing right now. They believe they have evidence. Of course, we don't know exactly what that may be, but just looking at those renewals from the outside, something there for sure. It was never, ever right. Please do let me know what you think in the comments tab below. I'm sure you've got an opinion on this. I'm sure that you want to talk about this more. It is really the talk of the footballing world, as Barca often have been this summer. I will be seeing you soon, of course, with more videos and hopefully more upbeat ones, more football-related videos. That's what I want to bring you guys. But of course, until then, thank you so much for tuning in, for your patience, for your support, and all of that good stuff. I will see you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.